what type of introvert you are? Say what? Wait, type of introvert? Are you thinking like that at this moment? Well, if you are an introvert and you don't know that there are 4 types of introverts, it means that there are still work to be done out there on that side. So to begin, I want to say that this is not to put a label on you. Many women find that knowing this type of knowledge about themselves puts them into boxes and they feel diminished. It's not that at all. Quite the opposite. This is not to put people into boxes or type people or lowering their self-esteem. No, not that. Knowing your type of what your type of introversion is will help you to know your strengths and know your weakness, and there is no better type than other. No, everyone has strengths and weakness, and knowing that will help you to understand what's your strengths and how you can use them to to help your business and your personal brand. And knowing the weaknesses will also help you understand why you act in certain ways and how working on them also can benefit your business and your personal brand. Above all, I want you to know that introversion is not a choice, is a personality trait. So is intrinsic of your person. Well, you already know that no one is like each other, and for introverts it's the same. There are no 2 introverts alike, and there are actually 4 types of introverts, and each of them has a different way to react and dealing with life different from one another. Hi beauty, I'm Andreia, personal brand mentor for introverts, and my focus is supporting you to gain clarity and confidence to show up and make an impact. As an introvert, I bet you know others introverts and they act like that and like so, and you feel that you should do the same as them, should be doing that and those, and this makes you fall into the comparison trap and judge yourself for not doing the same, right? I know you do. That's why it's important for you to understand what's your introversion type, how it works, and how it impacts your life. If you don't, you may be harming the way you do business, how you show up for your business, and also how you will work and establish your personal brand. So yes, it's important to know yourself and know what type of introvert you are. This will be essential for you to establish boundaries. Yes, because you need boundaries. Show up with authenticity and do things that are in line with yourself. So, what are the 4 types of introverts? Let's see. We have the social, we have the thinker, we have the restrained. No, I forgot one because it makes a word. So let's go back. We have the social, we have the thinker, we have the anxious, and we have the restrained. Social introverts can be social. They can go to big events, they can go to gatherings, they can be relaxed and sociable. But normally, even in a crowd, if they go to places with more people, they relate with that close friend circle. And then when they are with that circle, with close friends, they tell jokes, they are sociable, they laugh, they are not that most of extroverts think about introverts, but they are always with that face. No, introverts can be very sociable. That's why sometimes they may be taken as extroverts. But the truth is that these introvert women, they choose very well the niche they surround themselves. And normally they just open themselves with people they really trust. Researchers had concluded that social introversion is not the same as shyness. It's quite different things. So social introverts just avoid socializing because it drains their energy. However, they are willing to go to large events, gathering with lots of people. Again, they keep in a small niche of people, even if they are in big surroundings, big gatherings. But after, they need their time alone to relax and regain their energy. So after that, they prefer solitude, or if they connect with people, small amount, even smaller than the gathering they had before. One or two friends or family members. You may be a social introvert if you prefer small gatherings and close circle of friends instead of big gatherings. You are sure that it's impossible to have many friends because you enjoy deep connections. So connecting in a deep way with many people, it's not a thing for you. You appreciate and value a lot having time for yourself, being reading, being journaling, being contemplating something, but you need that kind of, nowadays we tell me time, but this is something that you value very much and it's not a trend thing for you. You may choose unknown places or places that are not that known, that are not trending, to go on vacations to avoid the crowds. You feel tired after talking with many people. You can give up from communication for a long time, and other thing is that you prefer working alone. So yes, being an entrepreneur, a self-entrepreneur, being doing things alone, it's okay for you. How the social introvert impacts your business? So having the confidence to shop for a business is not a struggle for you. What happens is that most of times you don't know how to do it and prefer not to do it so you don't make mistakes, for instance, or you spend too much time working on the background. You get so deep on that you forget to show up for your business. And by saying show up, now I'm saying show your face, go social, because there are other ways to show up for your business. But at this moment, what I'm saying is that you go so deep on your work that you forget to do the other things that the business requires also. So the advice here is to create an action plan so you don't forget to shop for your business, create connections and relationships that will help grow and boost your business. So then we have the thinking introvert. The thinking introvert is very creative. It has inner world very active, and they spend a lot of time there. They are people that can be caught constantly distracted in conversations and even talk to themselves. As I say, we think loud. We don't talk alone, we think loud. Yes, guilty as charged here. So thinking introverts have no problem with social events and gatherings. But when they are there, they get very introspective, and many times they don't notice what is happening around them. Thinking introvert women can spend lots and lots and lots of hours with their own thoughts, evaluating and analyzing their own world, not as an excuse to escape the outside world, but many times they don't even notice that they are traveling in their they have the head in the clouds, right? That's one of the phrases we heard a lot. Thinking introverts are very empathic and have a good intuition. They usually leave a mark on what they work on. People know it was them who did it because they are very intentional with the work, but they don't like or don't work very well following instructions or following the plan. You may be a thinking introvert if you often analyze your own experiences, if you keep too much or sometimes it's too little time in your own heads, if you are very creative, if you have a very rich and complex inner life, if you imagine yourself as the protagonist of characters you see in movies and books, if you seriously go deep and work on your self-growth, you evaluate yourself very much by taking a step back and looking to yourself from outside. And you also fantasize with different possible situations that count with your participation. You see different ways things can go. So how this impact your business? How being a thinking introvert impacts your business? You are very creative, and normally as a woman in digital, we can see that in your visual branding of your business, visual branding. Start to use also your creativity to present not just the way you present your offers, but how the offers work for your clients. Try to bring a more creative way to that, and also to improve your client's experience. You like to go with the flow, but for a business to grow, it needs structure and planning. You may need to focus on evolving that part of your business. Pay attention if this is a lack you have in your business. So if you are liking this video so far, be sure to thumbs up so I can know what type of content you like and I can make more of it. And also remember to subscribe, right? So let's continue where I was going. I talked about the social introvert and the thinker introvert. Then we have the anxious introvert. Anxious introvert women have difficulty to work in teams with groups, and they get very anxious to have social gatherings. So social events that gather many people, they get very anxious with that. They look a lot for time alone and not like the social introvert. Social introvert looks for time alone many times to gain their energy back, but anxious introverts avoid social gatherings because they feel awkward with many people. They don't know how to connect and how to relate with people. These women have little confidence on their social skills, and it's normal that anxiety don't go away even when they have their time alone, because they ruminate on thoughts. They can ruminate with events that happened years ago. Why didn't I do that? Why did I do that? why did she say that, why didn't she say that, okay? They ruminate a lot with past events and also get anxious with future events. They create several stories in their mind and get anxious before things happen. So again, anxious introverts seek deeply to avoid gatherings and social events because they feel very anxious with that, and being with other people makes them feel scared and unbalanced. And often they feel misunderstood by others and can find themselves in difficult situations. At the same time, they are not against communication, but they keep it to the minimum because of their low self-esteem. So you are anxious introvert if you get very anxious to be in events that have lots of people, get awkward, feel awkward around people. When you enter a room, you feel that you are being observed by all the people. Ruminate about past events and why they went that way, mostly the ones that went wrong. You ruminate and ruminate for long time. You feel also lots of stress when you are in unfamiliar places and you feel that you are not safe. And even in a small circle, a niche circle of friends, you feel awkward around people and you feel out of place. So how this impacts your business, how anxious introversion impacts your business. Yes, you can still establish a personal brand. However, I recommend that you first do a deep inner work. Understand the causes and the roots of your anxiety and focus on the present and not on the past and the future, because this will make you very anxious. And remember that any mistakes you may have done in the past are in the past. Learn with those experiences, but making mistakes is part of the process and is part of growing. So it's also very important that you have someone that can support you and make accountability, so you get in a path that you gain strength, a backbone strength to minimize your anxiety effects and have a stronger self-confidence and self-esteem. So then we have the restrained introverts. And the restrained introverts are women that have difficulty in communicating when they feel uncomfortable. They are also women that reflect a lot more than other people. They reflect a lot how and why things happen. These introvert women, femipreneur women, think a lot before they take action. They plan a lot, they structure a lot, and you won't see them making a decision above the knee, like we say in Portugal. Last time minute decision is not something that can happen very much with a restrained introvert women. Usually they take longer to take action because they want to be sure that everything is in place, and they have much of the perfectionism subtors working with them. So restrained introverts seem to have a slower pace and they like to think a lot before they act. These women don't get scared with the idea of communicating with a large number of people, but they tend to postpone that at the max so they can prepare themselves and know everything by the word by word. They need to feel prepared for that. But communicating to other people is something that they can do and they don't fear. How to tell if you are a reserved introvert? You are a reserved introvert woman if you don't like to make last-minute decisions. You like to plan and to structure your day, your activities, all of that. You don't like to take risks or speaking without thinking first and analyzing all things. You tend to feel tired with no explanation. You think you don't have to try everything in life. You present the most reasonable and balanced proposals, and you try to find time to rest, to relax, and make things easier for you. So how being reserved introvert impacts your business? Planning and structure is very important in business, and it's amazing that you already do that. And probably your business may be related with something that helps other business and these women, like the thinking introvert. They need your help, but be sure also to act. Keeping too much time on thinking, on planning without action won't bring results, and you want to grow your business. You need to take action. Yes, be sure you feel ready, but you need to take action, not just planning. Otherwise, you may also be losing good and great opportunities. Now you must be thinking, oh, but I'm all of the 4. And it's normal, because there isn't just one way to be introvert. Are you a star? Many introverts are a mix of the 4, rather than having just one all the time. Depending on the situation, occasion, relation, and interactions, one type of introvert can bloom more than other. So go deep on understanding what type of introvert you are the most of the times, and depending on the situation, occasion, or with whom you relate with, which are the introversion types that come more up. So again, it's very important that you go deep understanding who and how you are, and elevate your traits so they can elevate yourself, your personal brand, and your business also. On the other hand, if you have no problems connecting with people, you don't turn down any social gathering invitation, you like to have some attention towards you, you tend to socialize a lot, but you choose wisely your friends, your niche of friends. You communicate with others in a regular way. You crave to be liked by others more than the actual introverts are. You love public events, but you only go if someone invites you, or if you have someone who will go with you. You feel charged, your energy grows with social interaction, and you like big events and crowded places, but you get hesitant before you interact with people. If you can relate with this, instead of introvert, you are a shy extrovert, and these are different things. Be sure to know, are you really an introvert or are you a shy extrovert? Sure that, like any classification, there are many variables to look for. But now that you came here to the last part of the video, tell me, do you know who you are? Do you know what type of introvert you are? Are you a star that has all of them, or you relate more with one than the others? Are you a social introvert, thinking introvert, anxious introvert, or a restrained introvert? Tell me in the comments. tell me in the comments. So hope you liked this video, and give a thumbs up if you like it, so I can know that you are interested with this type of content, and I will make more about it, because I work with introvert women so they can have the clarity and confidence to show up for their business. And knowing more about yourself is important, and if it is something you want to know more and you want to go deep on this, keep an eye on the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you can have all the notifications. See you soon!